Hi again. It was a long time ago from a different country. I was living in the Canary Islands of Spain, and today I come to you from Greece and the beautiful island of Crete, where I have bought my own house and I have moved in here, and I'm so loving it. It's on the countryside, winding curvy roads, mountains, green pine trees, and a beautiful view of the ocean. It's a very beautiful little house, small but comfortable, modern, um, relatively cheap. And here I have neighbors that make their own olive oil, honey. They have their own chicken, and I can buy eggs. I can buy wild goat meat. I am so fantastically happy here. Now, another thing is also that the silence and the freedom of living so close to nature and without neighbors, more or less, has given me a peace within myself that I haven't experienced, I think, ever in my life. I am also through menopause at this point, so I don't have the ups and downs of the menstrual cycle anymore. The hormones are not my enemy anymore, and my mood is very stable. So, that was some news from last time. I also wanted to say the main thing is again about taking Vanaprastha. As you may have remembered, I told you that in January 2020, at the full moon, I was meditating and I got the intuitive understanding that my name is Soma. And it was the fruition of a very long period in my life of reflection, traveling, introspection, and meeting people, understanding my desires for sex, relationships, romance, especially, resolving my traumas from childhood, my inner child, etc. And at that full moon day, January 2020, I understood not only that my name is Soma, which came intuitively, but I also understood that I have now taken Vanaprastha. It was not a mental process that led me up to any of this, the name or the life stage of Vanaprastha. It was done by inner and outer confirmation. I was done. My search was over and my process was ready for me to climb into that third and final life stage for a woman, according to Veda, Vanaprastha. So, Vanaprastha means renounced lifestyle, withdrawn lifestyle. Vana is forest, and Prastha means to withdraw to the forest of solitude. And I always have had an inkling towards that in my life. I always liked the peacefulness of being alone, studying, writing journals, listening to music, singing, meditating, watching nature. But when my body was full of action, desire, sexuality, I couldn't focus also on the opposite, which is interacting with people. I mean, I it was impossible. It was two different um, activities: to be quiet in solitude and to be sexually active with other people. It was an impossible bipolar lifestyle, and no wonder that I couldn't manage it, and no wonder I didn't feel harmonious like I do today. So now, when I live alone, I am so incredibly happy. I have the freedom to live like this financially. Um, I think many people do if they consider a simpler lifestyle. You don't have to work a lot to live comfortably in the countryside. At least not here in Greece. It's quite cheap. Um, yeah, now I just want to finally describe my consciousness as a vanaprastha, which I have realized not until recently, because I have been vanaprastha now for well over a year, but I didn't understand vanaprastha until maybe I moved here, like 1 month ago. Try to bear with me now and understand what I'm saying. The attraction we feel usually for the other, the opposite sex, the opposite gender, is corporal. It is physical. It's body wise. I was so enchanted and so enthralled in the forms of creation. I adored men. I adored their bodies, and I could relate to them through my intuition, emotions, just by looking at them, because I truly found the male body to be the perfect representation of God. As a vanaprastha, I have lost my attraction to men. I still, of course, respect men and women alike, but I don't find them attractive sexually, which is truly amazing for me. It has been like going through death, which has been a very pain-free process. And now I view men without any attraction, which I find so interesting. And it's not because I'm bitter, because I have been mistreated, because I have, of course, we all have. And no, it's not that. It's not that I don't like men. I just don't fancy them. I don't dream about them. I don't fantasize about them. I don't see them as extraordinary at all, which is really something new for me. It's a very surprising feeling for me. I am surprised. So, what I feel now is love still, but not a corporal love, not seeing through these eyes kind of love. But I am sensing more. I am really living more on the inside these days, which is a very beautiful, pleasant surprise for me. I didn't know that this fruit of life's destiny was so sweet. When I gave up the chase, I received the biggest gifts of all. So, still, I beg you farewell with love. Ciao.